Hi Taurus, welcome to Vidya's Prophecy Tarot. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Taurus, it's a general reading, which means it may not apply, to everyone. Just take the bits that do. And if none of it fits, just check your other placements. And it's going to be a you and them reading, so I'm going to get 4 cards for you here, 4 cards for your love interest here. You may resonate on the other side, that's fine, okay? So let's see, Taurus, what is the message here for Taurus, or what is Taurus's current energy towards your love interest? Taurus's energy towards your love interest. You've got intuition, okay. And Taurus's love interest, what is their energy towards you? You've got the healer, okay. Ooh, with coming of winter, okay. All right, that's interesting. Coming of winter is always a 5 of Pentacles kind of energy to me. It's an inkling that, something is coming that is a period of hardship, okay, a period of loneliness, of coldness. And it's interesting that we've got seduction beneath this. Okay, interesting. So let's see. Taurus, we've got your energy as intuition. So you hold the answers, you know the truths. Okay, so when it comes to your love interest, you are relying on your inner knowing. Okay, but I feel like maybe there's something you know about this person, or a truth maybe that has maybe not been conveyed to them. Okay, now they've got the healer. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by mother. So this person is in an energy of wanting to heal your connection. Now maybe it's this 5 of Pentacles style energy, which is the underlying energy here between the two of you. There's some kind of conflict or possibly a breakup, and this person would like to fix it. Okay, Taurus. Well, let's see how you feel about this. Okay. So let's see. Taurus. Taurus. Hair and tangled down. Okay. Taurus. What is Taurus's current energy towards a love interest? We've got 2 of shields in the reverse. Okay. And let's see, what is Taurus's action towards a love interest? The 4 of shields reverse. Okay, yeah, it does feel like some kind of breakup. What is Taurus's intention here? The Squire of Wisdom in the reverse. And what is the outcome for Taurus? The Lord of Shields reversed. Okay. Now for this person, cards are all over the place. Okay, for this person, Taurus's love interest, what is their current energy towards Taurus? We've got the 2 of Swords. And what is their current action towards Taurus? We've got the Lord of Wisdom and Death. Okay, and what is their intention here? 10 of Shields. What is their outcome here? What is the outcome for this person? We've got the Knight of Shields. Okay. And we do have the 3 of Swords. There is some heartbreak here. Okay. Okay, so with this 2 of Shields in the reverse, Taurus, I think for you, you've decided, you've made a decision. Okay. I think you know what you need to do. And I think you don't see this going forward with this 2 of Shields reversed. You don't see this going forward. Now your action is a 4 of Shields reversed. So I think you're okay with this breakup. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like you don't see this happening. You don't see a way forward. You don't think this has legs. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like you don't feel this relationship has legs. Now your intention is the Squire of Wisdom in the reverse. So it feels like you've got the knowledge, right, intuitively, but perhaps you're not sharing it. Okay, although maybe it's possible that you feel you do have to come clean about this, because I think with this intuition right now, it's just something that you know, right? I don't know how, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if all this is being shared with this person, the fact that you don't see a way forward, you know. Now, your outcome is a lot of shields in the reverse. So I feel, Taurus, you don't feel confident about going for this. You don't want to go for this, okay? This is not something you want to pursue. Now, this person with the healer, they've got the Two of Swords, so they're unclear, okay? They do want to heal it, but they're not sure what you think about it, Taurus. Now, their action, this is interesting. Death and the Lord of Wisdom. Now, the Lord of Wisdom is the King of Pentacles, which is your card. As an action, I feel, Taurus, this person wants you to put an end to something, okay, that you have committed yourself to. Now, that could be a job, right? Or it could be another relationship, okay? But they would like you to end that. Something that they think is in the way of this relationship. Now, yeah, with the intention as well, the Ten of Shields, they want you to be done with something else, okay? Something that maybe they think you're tied to, okay? Now, the outcome for them is a Knight of Shields. So yeah, I mean, this could be you, Taurus, okay? Maybe going towards this person. Sorry, I could just hear some noise up there. Okay, let's start clarifying. Okay. Why is it Two of Shields in the reverse for Taurus? Page of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. And Judgment. Yeah, you've had this knowing. That's what I feel. You know, you've come to this realization through your intuition. That when it comes to moving towards this, Taurus, you don't see a way forward with that Two of Shields. It feels like not seeing the way forward, okay? And that's the realization that you've had. Now, let's look at this Four of Shields reversed. Page of Cups. Queen of Wands, I think that's this person. And the Chariot, yeah. You don't see a future with this person. You don't see something stable, right? When it comes to giving to this person, it feels like you're ready to move on, okay? So, I mean, this is someone that I think you do have feelings, maybe, okay? And you find this person attractive, but for whatever reason, you feel like this doesn't have legs. With that Four of Wands reversed, it feels like you think that this is not going to result in a stable relationship, okay? And that could be for different reasons. Now let's look at the Squire of Wisdom reversed. We've got the Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, oh, that's too many. Okay, I'll take that though. Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I think you know that you have to let this person know with the Squire of Wisdom, right? Because right now they don't seem to know with that Two of Swords. You know that you're expected to communicate this, right? With this Nine of Cups, I feel it's this person's wish, okay? They want to hear about this wish that they have with you, which with the Seven of Cups seems like an illusion, right? That you feel the same way, that you're going to act on this. There's some, I mean, I think the thing is, Taurus, I think you have realized that this relationship is not realistic for whatever reason. This person hasn't realized that, okay? And you know that you're going to have to disillusion them about that. You know, with that Seven of Cups, you realize that this is an illusion or a fantasy or not, or something that isn't going to last or isn't going to result in something solid, okay? Now let's look at the Lord of Shields in reverse. Why is the Lord of Shields reversed there? Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and one more. Why is the Lord of Shields reversed? And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, see, you made the decision that this is not going anywhere, right? You're rejecting the idea of this relationship and you want to move forward, okay? You're not going to act on this. That's what I'm getting. You're not interested in moving forward with this person. That's what I get, okay? because you just feel like, I think this is something that fills you with sadness, okay, that you have to let this person down, that you have to, it's something you regret, maybe, that you have to do this, but I feel that you know that this is not going to work out, and your intuition is telling you that. Now let's look at the Two of Swords. The World, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, see, this person isn't sure if things are going to work out in their favor. Are you going to end some other commitment, right? Because we see that here with the action, that's what they want you to do. And are you going to move on? Are things going to work in their favor? They're just not sure. Are you ready for change? Okay. Now let's look at this Death and the Lord of Wisdom. Why is that there? King of Swords. Oh, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, and one more. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Are you going to legally walk away? Okay. I think this person wants you to leave some other kind of commitment. Now, that could be a relationship, or it could be a job, or it could even just be family. Okay. But there's something that you are tied to, that you have obligations and responsibilities to, and this person wants you to leave it behind for them. Okay. I mean, you'd have to leave it behind for them. And I think that's why you feel this isn't going anywhere. Okay. Because maybe you can't just forget those obligations and those responsibilities. You're not prepared to do that. And so you realize that this is going to be a non-starter. Okay, let's look at the Ten of Shields. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Why is the Ten of Shields there? The Moon. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I think this person feels you're tied to a structure. Okay, could be a home life, job, whatever. That they would like you to be done with. Okay, and they want you to move quickly towards them. They want you to let go of that, and move towards them. Okay, now let's look at this Knight of Shields and their outcome. So that's what they want here with the intention. Where's the Knight of Shields there? Ooh, the Empress. Temperance. And the Star. Wow, so this person's got a pretty good outcome here, Taurus, with the High Priestess. That's that healer energy. Okay, so it looks like Taurus, in the outcome for them, the Knight of Wands. Okay, now I feel like you're coming up here as this Knight of Wands. It's interesting because it looks like a very positive outcome. This new life is going to happen. Okay, it's everything this person desires. So I think for whoever's in this connection, Taurus, it may be that this person will persuade you. We do have, beneath this coming of winter, we do have seduction. I don't know if this person is going to persuade you, Taurus, to, give them a chance to leave the commitment or whatever that you're tied up with, that they want you to leave, because it looks like they're getting their way here. You are going to pursue this. Okay, wow. Okay, did not see that coming. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's dig in a little more. Why is Judgment there? Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's this person. Okay, you've had a recognition that you felt that this is a non-starter. This could be a third party for some of you, not for everyone, but and for those of you where it's not a third party, a judgment could have been formed just based on this person's appearance. Okay, like you may have thought that this person is not going to fit in with your current obligations or your current life, and some sort of judgment may have been formed about them. Okay, now let's look at the Chariot. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you wanted to resist this person, okay, and move on from them. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you felt that you were confused about whether you felt the same about this person, because I think mainly because you're not prepared to make the sacrifice that you have to make. Okay, there's some confusion here about your feelings, but you're letting your intuition guide you, or you should. Now let's look at this World there. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something you've been in, that you have responsibilities in. This person wants you to finish that out. It could be a job, as I said. Why is the Wheel of Fortune there? Knight of Wands. Are you going to move towards them? Okay. Now, let's look at this King of Swords. Yeah, Page of Swords, and one more. The Sun. I think they want you to let everyone know, okay, Taurus, that you're done with these commitments, that you're leaving it, that you're moving on. That's what this person wants. Because with the Moon, it feels like you have been. It feels like a secret relationship, okay, whether it's a third party or not. It feels secret with that Moon there, right? And this person doesn't want to be a secret, okay? They don't want to be a secret. So they want you to be done with whatever else is tying you up. Now let's look at the Moon. Yeah, Ten of Swords reversed, I can't help it. For some of you, this is a third party, okay? But as I said, where it's not, it is just secretive for other reasons, or the other commitments could be family, right? Who might not take kindly to this relationship, okay? It's something like that. Now let's look at the Empress. Page of Pentacles. Why is Temperance there? Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. And let's look at the Star. Strength. So it looks like, Taurus, you may do this. Okay. You may go for this. Yeah. You might go for this. Let's look at that Healer. Empress, Nine of Wands. See, this person is not going to give up on this. Okay, they want this new life with you, and they're not giving it up. They're not giving up on it. With the Wheel of Fortune, maybe it's fated as well that you are with this person. Let's look at intuition. What is this? Eight of Wands and Nine of Cups. Yeah, when it comes to moving, the thing is, Taurus, you also desire this with the Nine of Cups, and you're letting your intuition guide you. Okay. And I think in the outcome, it looks like, since this is something both of you desire, and this person is going to be pretty persistent, they're not going to let you give up on this. It looks like they're going to have a favorable outcome here with you. Okay. So Taurus, looks like you're going to get your wish, and this person's going to get your wish. This outcome looks very nice, right? The Empress, Temperance, and Star. It's everything you could desire. Wow. Okay. So I did not see that coming, but that's really good outcome for you. So yeah, so that's your reading. Please do tell me if it resonates at all. I'd love to hear from you. And do hit like, share, and subscribe. It always helps the channel. I'd be super grateful. And I'll see you next time.